Hi, I'm Bret McMillan. I'm a CPA. I am talking today on behalf of Celebrating Act 2. We are going to spend a few moments talking about opening a business, a small business, over the age of 50. There is a term out there called seniorpreneur, and those are people opening businesses over the age of 50. I'm part of that group. I am over the age of 50, and I'm going to tell you, there's a much greater chance of success that we have opening a business later in life. 24% of all businesses, new businesses being opened, are opened by seniorpreneurs. That is a big jump from 20 years ago when that rate was 14%. There's a lot more businesses being opened by seniors nowadays. We have a much greater chance of success as seniorpreneurs. It's twice the rate of success as people under the age of 50. This is due to several reasons. There's three different forms of capital that we seem to have a better handle on than younger people. One is human capital. That is our education and our work experience. We've got a much more work experience. Two is social capital. Our social networks seem to be a little more complete. And lastly, financial capital. We tend to have more financial assets and wealth behind us. And those three factors are very important when you're going to open up your own business. There are some cautions to be aware of if you're going to open up a small business over the age of 50. We are at a point in our lives when we are going to be needing more health care, and therefore, we're not going to have a business that we're working for that's going to pay for that health care. We're going to have to pay for that ourselves. It's assuming we're not quite at Medicare age. Secondarily, we're going to want to avoid tapping into our retirement accounts. It's okay to be living off your retirement account. That's part of that financial capital that I mentioned a minute ago. That is fine, but I would very much advise avoiding taking a lump sum distribution to pay for the opening of a small business. You're going to want to hang on to that money and use that over the rest of your life. So you're going to want to hang on to that. I would avoid that. You're also going to want to keep costs down. So some ways to keep costs down are to potentially start it out of your home, maybe a home-based business, and really watch hiring. Maybe no employees at first. You're going to be utilizing skills that you've developed over your work life. You're probably opening up something that you in your area of expertise. So you may want to keep costs down using those two methods: no employees, and maybe keep it home-based. The joys of opening your own business, being your own boss over the age of 50, though, they are significant. You get flexibility and you get autonomy, and those are both very important things as we get older. We're going to want more of that in our lives. Something that you're going to want when you do open your own business is you're going to want a team of experts. You're going to want an attorney, you're going to want a supplier, and you're definitely going to want an accountant. Something that an accountant, I'm a CPA, something that an accountant can offer you is bookkeeping services, payroll services, advice, business advice, as well as income tax preparation for your business. These are things that you probably won't want to focus on yourself. You're going to be focusing on customer acquisition and satisfying your customers. You're probably not going to want to worry about back office stuff, such as the ones I just listed from an accountant. So you're going to want somebody's got the experience, somebody's got the technical knowledge, as well as this just frees you up to be dealing with your customers. That's really where you want to be spending your time. So my last piece of advice is to go for it. If you have found something you are good at, something you love doing, something you're passionate about, I'd say go for it. This is the time of your life to do that. Make sure you've got your team in place. Make sure you've got your lawyer, your supplier, and most important, make sure you've got your accountant in place. I'm Bret McMillan. I'm a CPA. If you've got more questions, feel free to reach out to me.